YouTubers, and today I want to show you guys my new DIY project. Let me get my music ready. Oh, I missed. I'm bad. This today. Oh, I missed. Yeah, get my ammo bag. Yay! I did it! So what you guys saw was my new Nerf gun. It's like an improvement on my old Nerf gun I made, which was the Jannisary Musket. If you haven't already checked out the Jannisary Musket video, you must check it out. But anyway, so this is like a modern Nerf take on the Girardoni air rifle, which was in late 18th, early 19th century rifle employed with the Austrian Jagers, which were basically shock troops in the Austrian army. And there are quite a few YouTube videos about the Girardoni rifle. I'll put some links down in the description for you guys to watch the Girardoni rifle in action. But anyway, this is it. This is like a modernized take on it. And it has like an MP40 feel to it. Like the stock, the handle. No, not the stock. This part right here, which is part of the stock, the handle, the sight, the short barrel. Yeah, it has like an MP40 feel to it. And for those of you who don't know what the MP40 is, it's basically a German World War II gun. A submachine gun, no doubt. But this is the single shot Girardoni rifle version of the MP40. I have no idea what to call this yet. But for the most part, all my Nerf guns that I've been making, I've now been making 2 Nerf guns, all single shot. And that's because I do not know how to, install a belt clip on these things without destroying it. So anyway, it's came a long way from the blowpipe method, the mouth-to-mouth method on this end, and now has like a compressed air tank sort of thing, which is basically a 2-liter bottle that I found in the trash, and I decided, well, I want to try and make my own homemade Nerf gun, but with an improved model. And so this is the improved. This is nice. It feels nice. It looks nice. Looks appealing. But overall, this is something else. It can shoot either Nerf darts or some of these aluminum foil balls. Now, if you really want to make this at home you're going to have to make it yourself. I don't have an instructable for this. I mean, I was basically trying to, follow WikiHow's, instructions for this Nerf gun.
That ain't no Nerf gun.
It is, Gavin. And WikiHow doesn't have good instructions for building your own homemade Nerf gun.
Yeah, but that one works.
This one is better than WikiHow's. And it's better than Beret's version of WikiHow Blaster, which uses the same principle as his did, with the bottle and the blowing this part to air the bottle back up. This is good for one thing: being mass produced. So if you have some very poor friends who haven't owned a Nerf gun, you can just give them one of these mass-produced things.
Yeah, and what they do, they hardly work.
This does work.
Does it shoot like a machine gun? No.
It doesn't shoot like the machine gun, but it's easy to reload.
Yeah, but
you can either use the ramrod method, like the Jannisary Musket did, or you can just drop it in there. Pretty simple. And then all you have to do is...
Yeah, but you gotta put your mouth on it. Ew.
Yes, you gotta put your mouth on it to blow this thing back up, Gavin. So anyway, after you load that dart in, you're gonna try to aim and... Whoops. That was bad. It works sometimes. But it's very easy to mass produce. And if you hold it the right way, you can get it at like a maximum speed, maximum range of like 80 feet or more. So this is pretty reliable. The only unreliable things about it is, well, this could be easily punctured if near like a heavily, if it was crushed, repeatedly crushed with like a rock. And so this is not good in heavily, rock area, in rocky terrain. Also, the sight doesn't really work. I mean, it could, but you'd have to, do this weird routine, and then someone would have to, press it, push on this, and it would be it wouldn't work with mobility. This is more of a defense gun. This is more for defending forts and key positions in a Nerf war than for an all-out offensive. It also kind of works like a shotgun, and shotguns themselves aren't very accurate. And you can try to fire multiple Nerf darts or some of these aluminum foil balls, but it wouldn't work very well. It wouldn't, keep away the Nerf cavalry, which are basically people on bikes that shoot Nerf darts at you. And sometimes they'll have a wooden sword, they'll have a Nerf sword and shield. Other times they'll have a makeshift lance out of a staff with like a dull point. And thirdly, if you have the wrong diameter of ball, it will sometimes jam, and when it jams, it takes you out the battle, because then you gotta get like a knife and just gut all the tape out, and then unjam the sucker, and then you gotta retape this. So yeah, you can load multiple shots in here at once, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. I mean, you could, it's plausible, but I'd recommend not, because you'd have a long time to pick up your shots after you shot them all. And that's a no-no. I want to try this. Whoa! It is like a shotgun. I smoked. You see?
Stonks me, man.
No, I'm not stonks me, man. Quentin, come on. Alright. Let me pick up all my makeshift balls before they'll become squished balls. So anyway, that was my Nerf. This is like an MP40 kind of thing. The only problem is it's single shot. I will try to make a better version where it's rapid fire. Like rapid fire, it's like a repeating, it's like a nice, I don't know how to say this, but I'll try to make like a magazine for this. A magazine for, what was I gonna say? A magazine for this. But I'm afraid I would get this nice, evolution, this nice MP40 musket type thing. So that's it. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I don't do this for entertainment. I do this for fun. No, not fun. I do this to educate you guys, so that you guys can be resourceful like me and build like these things. If you want to know how to conduct a real thought-out Nerf war, I'll try my best to get a video put out there. My next video that I will do will focus on my conspiracy. We'll focus on my third episode of the Conspiracy Theory series. If you haven't already checked out the Conspiracy Theory series, you must. There's some good information in there. Lots of it. So, if you haven't already, do so. If you haven't already subscribed, do so. I just don't want you guys to keep viewing and not subscribing. And the last 2 videos ago, when I was doing my my CIA LSD video, I got this weird comment from a psychedelics vendor called Psychedelic Vendors 2020 or something like that. And I'm not pretty impressed with that person's advertising. I'm not. Okay, I don't want this to be like a I don't know how to put it, like a highway for drugs. I don't. And I'm speaking to you, Psychedelics Vendor 2020. If you're watching this, then you better stop posting. You better stop posting comments about trying to sell your wares, your illegal wares, to everybody. Now, some of your Now, one of your wares isn't illegal. It's not federally recognized as legal, but in some states, it's legal. So before you ever try to sell drugs to anybody, make sure they're legal, and make sure you won't get into trouble or get the person or get this channel into trouble. Okay? I'm done. Next comment I see about selling any drugs, I'm about to report it and get you locked up. Because drugs are bad. Some drugs are good, but most of the time they're bad. They have unintended consequences. And those unintended consequences are catastrophic. And they can result in you being put into prison. And some places they'll even put you to death just for having drugs in general. I mean, look at China. They're very healthy people, and yet they don't want to see any drugs on the streets. If they see you with, like, drugs, such as meth, cocaine, marijuana,
they'll start chopping off all the
coin shop. Then you know what happens. You're gone. Same thing for the conservative traditionalist countries. They'll put you to death for it. So, that's it. That's enough. But anyway, I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys share these videos to your friends. And I hope you guys support this channel. I don't have a Patreon, but one way you could support this channel is spread the good news about it. And also, try replicating this and see how you do. You're going to have a hard time replicating it. I mean, the parts are simple, but you're not going to have a good time. So, if you want to get in touch with me, use my email. I'll post my email address down in the description. Please read the description before you watch the video. If you have any questions as to how I did this, then please feel free to ask me on my email. Okay? So, bye-bye, guys. And I want to, I really want you, to listen to this music that I got. Now, I know I'm going to be copyright claimed for this. And I obviously don't really care. At least I'm not in serious trouble. So, turn back on me, baby. You're messing around with your clothes.
Don't turn your back on me, baby. You might just pick up my magic stick.
I believe you get the gist right now that I'm having a good time doing these videos. So that's it. Bye bye. Subscribe. Share this video to your friends. Share all the other videos I did to your friends. And